set the tone? Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down track of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that run. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Jones. But it's caught. Tompkins. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Jones. There's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He completes it to Tompkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Back to the ground with Strong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
75 yards.
and the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st down, right back to Strong.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll go again with Strong.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
124 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest. Option play. Here's Strong.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Jones from the gun on third down.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on third.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll give it to Strong.
A little second effort there on the Strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Strong.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They go play action now. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And some space here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Jones.
This one swung outside to Strong.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off play action. Jones. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. After the sack on first down, Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Pats will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, it's Taylor. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Strong. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 157 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Here's Strong one more time. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Completing it to the right side. Johnson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds Taylor, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And there defensively was Jack Jones.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Matt Judon, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
125 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Patterson's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second down, here's Strong once more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Strong again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on to the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.